The bridge of death must answer me these questions three. Ere the other side he see.
Ask me the questions, Bridgekeeper. I am not afraid.
What is your name?
My name is Sir Lancelot of Camelot.
What is your quest?
To seek a game of magic. What is your favorite format? Pauper.
Right, off you go.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Hey everybody, it's Pauper Saturday, Pauperganda, etc. We're playing a kind of hodgepodge brew I've been tinkering around with, and I wanted to throw it out to the masses because nothing hones a list better than critiques, and just kind of playing it through trial by fire. Very weak to sweepers and such, but other than that, this deck is a lot of fun. Definitely not a tier list, but just kind of wanted to mix things up a little bit. Call it Elf Burn. Why are we doing that? Because we're doing that same package with the Gatekeeper Tremors, but we've also added 2 Blight-Priest and the Gruesome Fate. We're able to stay alive because we are running. Where did they go hiding here? Where did they go? I thought I had them. Is it in the 4 spot? My little life elves. There they are. I had them in the right spot. So we're gaining a lot of life here. This is kind of a plan B. This is the close the door, and this is trying to get there. We just draw a ton of cards with these two, and then this is all about token generators. We're not going the typical route of, Timberwatch Elf and trying to smash or make a 1919 thing. I was really trying to fit Nettle Sentinels in here because we are playing 3 drums and the Birchlore to kind of get us into the colorful territory. We also run the Abundant Growth. But other than that, about 1 land too many, just to try to hit consistency here. And we're trying to do everything. I was thinking these could be negates, but for it could also cover Hadar and such. So that might be a little bit of a misstep. These could be negates. I'm not quite sure if that's the right use of it, but with the flexibility like this with the sideboard, we're able to kind of go kind of a best of sideboard. So I've got the 2 curses for the brood scale combo, 2 cast downs, just kind of a catch-all, 3 duress, get rid of those sweepers, and also the Spidersilk Armor here, and then 3 gleeful to just kind of pick up the pieces depending on what we're going to see here. So yeah, gonna have some fun here. I'd expect this to go like 2-3 or 3-2 today. We'll see how it does. Been having some fun with it. Not gonna not be dishonest. Been playing most pickleball of my life. I've just been at the courts almost constantly. I'm actually dressed for it because I'm gonna go there immediately after this. Yeah, we want to play first. All right, we've got early elves. We got a little bit of the combo. Our colors are fixed. We'll lead off with the. I love this old Anson Maddox artwork. Reminds me of the Sengir Vampire of old. And unless they got a sweeper, sometimes elves don't get picked on. I like these new summoning sickness animation here, or lack thereof. I have mine turned off, so woo. Yeah, I don't want to be on a generous end. I'd just rather draw the land. Let me go. We'll go Ranger. We'll cast this. Do this for the growth. Hopefully we hit a land. Nope, we got a drum. That's pretty good. All right, we'll chill out from here. Does this look like some sort of a blade list? Who knows? We'll see here really quickly. Hopeless Nightmare showing up. Okay. I guess we'll get rid of a madness card. I mean, a unearth card here. Okay. I said okay. Let's go. Good times. Wanna Vanguard. Geez, I hope Hydroblast are cheaper in MTGO than in paper. Oh, feel free to switch them for negates. Yeah. What's up, Chimpskey? Mind step though in the house. We got some lifelink headed our way. Maybe we can turn that off. All right. But I could try to go force land here. We could bring out the. I'm curious what the right player. 1, 2, and I took out Quirion Rangers because outside of untapping an elf, which in this scenario might help, but without the Timberwatch and stuff, it just felt a little lackluster, I should say. Do I want to just get my mana right here? 2. Yeah, we can bring this out, and I guess we'll use the. Do we just call land here? I don't really want to. We do kind of need it though. Let's see. We got land next turn. Let's go creature. We'll say creature. And we hit the 2, and we get rid of some more draw there. All right. Well, we didn't throw away any land there, so we would have whiffed on land, so that was the right decision. All right, here we go. What are they up against? Okay, we're both after each other's life. We'll start getting this life engine online here. Get that gatekeeper out. Shorten. A good blocker, too, so good times. Spicy list again? Yeah. I was... I've got a few things in the work, but I was like, sometimes I like to show something not quite finished on purpose, just for that same reasoning of like getting feedback, and then, you trial by fire, and then it seems really obvious what the deck's missing later. We're hiccuping a lot here on mana. I just want to get our combo out, so I'm going to go red on. We'll go red on. Okay, let's say red. I'll tap this. I'll do this, and we'll do this. We'll worry about our fuel next turn. Right now, I just want to. Promotes a blocker. Sees if they have any removal. Of course, it does have Unearth, but that's not where we want that to go. And hopefully, we just draw into like maybe a basic forest here, and we can start churning out stuff. Still, I want to get that Huntmaster out first, so that we can really just kind of capitalize on getting all of our enter play triggers combos going on here. We got a lot of life gain happening here. Winding Wade into dropping 2 of our draw spells, so that's kind of awkward. Boy, work has been so slow. It's definitely winding down. If you didn't catch the news a few weeks ago, I'm losing my job in about 4 more weeks, so you'll be seeing a lot more of me. Well, we've got 1, 2 there if I bring out an elf early. 3, 4, that doesn't really matter. Let's bring out this elf. It's got summoning sickness. I can do the thing. Let me tap these 2 for green. We'll go green, boom, boom. Do I want to do this again, or do I want to just do the thing? Let's rock here. Whoa, Robin99 gifting 1 sub. Thank you so much. Awesome. Appreciate that. Tier 1 sub. Very, very generous. Let's yield here. And there's not too much to do other than, I guess we'll tap this. Hopefully we draw into a land. It kind of feels silly doing a double abundant growth, but we'll get there. Land's good. This is good. We'll do this here, giving all of our little creatures a Bird of Paradise effects. Well, definitely Huntmaster next turn. Would have been nice to be able to do that this turn, but whatever. They've gained some life, but we're getting there. Hopefully we can... let's see, 1, 2, yeah, Huntmaster is not going to be a problem. I'm just curious with a 1/4 body if they're going to have something like Hadar main. That would be brutal. Of course, our Molten Gatekeeper would stay alive. Robin Hood 99. Was Robin Hood 99 taken? I'm curious. Always yield to here. Better read this here. Whenever Grim Guardian or another enchantment enters, each opponent loses a life. All right, well, we've got a life package here. And we stop the attacking, but we're taking quite a bit of enchantment damage. Let's try to find our Essence Warden. This is good. Well, let's pay our dues here now. I'll say green. Cast this lady here. Go like this. Boop. And I guess we'll Stampede here. Say 1, 2, and 3. Let me actually use this, because if I draw a 1-drop, we can actually cast it here. We'll lead the Stampede. Looking for... Yep, those are good. Let's grab this, 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 and this. If we can live to next turn, we might be able to do some stuff. I'm not quite sure if it's worthy of getting that out. I think it is, because we're going to have little 1/1s come out of the deal. Or do we want to wait on that? I think we wait. Yeah, I'm going to wait. We might actually, just depending on if we draw heavy, we can we might be able to win next turn. They've got 4 cards. All right, that's frustrating. I'm gonna get that's a pretty cool little combo. Omen back, get the enchantment back, draw some cards. Good times. All right, BW enchantments. Let's write this down. Uh-oh. We might not live to next turn. We need our Essence Warden in a big way. We've got the answer here. I'm not quite sure. Is this any enchantment or just theirs? You control enters. Okay. There's a little hopscotch going around here, so it might be worthy of bringing in our curse. But they got 4 cards. We're at 7 life. They've got quite a few triggers out. We might not get an upkeep here. Oh, yeah, and Chimpskey, that's a good observation. Well, as long as they're not quitting and they keep bringing new stuff, I'm happy to have them. Probably playing at the same time, or maybe want to get a little screen time. I'm cool with that, as long as they're cool with it. All right, we're at 5. Do they got another goods? Probably. Yeah. I don't know if they ever entered the chat afterwards. A lot of times I'll play somebody and then they're right there immediately again. All right. What do they got? What do they got? There's all kinds of new stuff to look at. Nextborn Unicorn. I haven't seen this since it debuted. Mentor. Woo. All right. Here they come. Alrighty. Well, I'll do the thing. Let's try and kill it. He's going to choose that anyway. Let's go. They have a way to Omen of the Dead that dude back, maybe. If so, we're at least getting rid of one of their dudes here. Whenever it dies, yikes! 2 more damage. That'll do it. Look at this. Beautiful. Or is that just the one? The Wicked Token shows up. Bam! We're dead. That was pretty sweet. Do an L there. I wonder where our life gain was. Begin sideboarding. All right. This is going to be all about buying time. We really, really, really need to find our little life ladies in the Essence Warden here. I'm not quite sure we have to worry about too much removal. The curse might be good here. I'll lose a Gruesome Fate. The Blight-Priest would be neat because we'll get rid of one of them. We'll go heavy on the red here. Yeah, Gleeful's would be pretty sweet. Getting rid of enchantments, right? Do I want to risk overboarding, though? Maybe I just do this. Let's just bring in the hate. We'll be able to churn some stuff up. We did see Omen of the Dead, which sucks. We don't really have any answers for the graveyard in this build yet. It's still new enough. I'm trying to see if these things are problems yet, but we'll go from there. All right, 2 lands, pretty cool. We got our early Tremors. We've got color fixing. We'll keep. We'll get there. One of the cool things about this list, you can have that explosive elf turn, but you can also hoard them until you get your Huntmaster or Tremors out, and then it's all gravy. Listen, all yo, it's a sabotage. Love that song. Dun dun. Fun to edit too, for sure. Been watching the Olympics. Boy, men's gymnastics needs some help, at least on the United States side. China and Japan were killing it this morning. Got to see quite a bit of that. Still really didn't see any of my my son's peeps from way back. He's my wife alerted me it's probably going to be the next Olympics, the one in LA, where we're going to have all the boys that my oldest competed with, and he might have been able to be on that team. But yeah, my oldest was quite the gymnastics prodigy and just got burned out. Now he's in a pickleball. Talk about following your old man's footsteps, except a little basketball sidebar. We both started in gymnastics and ended in pickleball, it sounds like, so it's pretty funny. Alrighty, here comes some critters. Well, maybe next turn. Let's maximize our list here. Well, we're likely to hit a 1-drop with this, but I kind of want to maximize this because we're guaranteed to hit on a Huntmaster next turn. So let's just fill up our hand right now. Just buy a turn, take some damage. Yeehaw. Okay. That's a lot. Might just pitch Winding Way. What do we get rid of? What do we get rid of? Probably I'll get rid of an elf here, just in case we don't hit another land here. Yeah, it runs a pretty dense. Hard to beat Winding Way and Lead the Stampede in lists like this, so I'm just curious if they... Oh my gosh, I was just thinking, like, that would be really good against us. I don't know if we're going to get out of this one. We did bring in Sabotage. We do have that. but we have to just draw into it. There's a growth. Do we stem the bleeding now? I want to bring out our dude first. We'll do this. Yeah, we're gonna. This is just the perfect storm. If we don't draw our Gleeful Sabotage, we are going to be hurting badly. I'll bring out the elf, accelerate our mana even more. We really need to hope that abundant growth or our next upkeep draws into one of our 3 answers for the Trespasser's curse. Otherwise, we're really hurt. 019 Coffee and Propaganda on a Saturday morning. That's right. As consistent as a sunset, I say. I reached out to RIW Hobbies out of the Lincoln, Nebraska area. And I'm looking to see, since I'm going to have all this time off being jobless soon, either going up to the Seattle area again and trying to do an event this time, not just drop in, or go out to the Nebraska area and enter one of these huge Pauper tournaments. So I've had pretty good luck doing anything in paper. So I'm going to dig for, you know what? It'd be nice if we had some graveyard effect of being able to find that sort of, what am I trying to say? Shoot. This is getting grim. We need to, you know what? I could find the Essence Warden here if I Winding Way, and that would at least negate that for right now. We'll say creature. Oh boy. Well, we didn't really lose anything, and we're that much closer to finding the goods. Let's. Yeah, I'm still gonna get out some generators here. We'll take 2. All right. Take this here, do this here, cast it. Alrighty, and we'll do one more. We'll cast it. Tink. All right. I think it's better to just have a blocker here. Oh, yeah, that's a big miss, wasn't it, Chimpskey? God, how did I miss that? It's one of my favorite creatures. Yeah, that's a huge miss. You're right. Totally correct. I'm going to make that change after this game. Double Huntmaster is pretty sweet. But right now we're looking for options. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll get rid of the Birchlore. Done. Come on, we need an Essence Warden. Yeah, technically things don't have to be that way. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get out our lady. I guess I should have cast Tremors here first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, if we draw into what we need, we're going to be in good shape. 3 damage per thing. We just get an Essence Warden or some sort of removal here. Yeah. Do I attack into this? Probably not. Dun, 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 dun. We lightning bolt them with every creature dropped. We haven't seen any removal yet. Well, that sucks. Bye-bye. Now it's a shock. See ya, Tremor. Down it goes. About halfway through our list, we should see some answer for the curse. Got 2 Tremors in the yard. Well, it felt like we were going to get destroyed with that early curse, but hopefully we can find some little reprieve here. All right, let's just bring this dude out here. I'm going to start, maybe I shouldn't. I'm all over the place mentally here. This creature can't block. All right, I take another 1, they gain 1, but then they take 2. Okay. Do I chill out or do I start swinging out? They can't block. They'd have to lose all 3 if I did that. Let me bring this dude out. I think I need to swing here. Maybe with just some of the 1/1s, huh? Here we go. Yes. I guess I could always say no, right? If they got a Hadar or something, that's going to get brutal quick. Yeah, I think I want to attack with some of my little dorks here. Just going to come over with 2. See if they want to start exchanging. I don't want to offer them up even the 3-for-1 trades here because I want to keep my big stuff out. We're not about attacking with this list if you haven't noticed. Doesn't this flip or do something cool? When a creature dies, return it. Okay, I think they're waiting for us to attack. One of the cooler things about these sorts of lists is you never, like a prismatic list and stuff, you never need to attack into it, or fogs. Can get pretty fun. Propaganda. Yeah, we're definitely overstepped on that Mass Vandal tech. That's, I remember looking at that going like, something feels off here. Well, that'll cover everything. Nope. Look at our yard. Got plenty of stuff to eat. And we could exile stuff. Sacrificing the Nightmare. All right. Opponent. Alrighty, here we go. Yeah, we threw the Fate out. Doesn't gain us any life. Could go with a Harsh Sustenance there, but let's see if we can find the Life Lady. Likely to. Creature. There she is. Good times. All right. We'll lead off with the Life Lady. Start gaining some life here. This will make a good impact. Yes. Here we go. All right. 2 more here. Would be 3 a turn. Remember, we had the thing for a while there, but whatever. We're still doing some decent damage here. Now we gain some life. Let's make sure all our stops are yielded to. Boop, 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 boop. Soul Brothers. I like it, Mind Staff Throw. Yes, I want to use the ability. And I unclicked through that crucial step there. Of course, we are still losing like 1 life. We've only got, some of these are making 2 tokens, and so, well, I guess it doesn't matter because each time the trigger happens, so never mind. Overthinking stuff. Hiya! So now we don't need these little mana dorks, so we might as well start sending them. The Robug sent me a message. Okay. I don't answer those live, sorry. Just in case there's profanity and such. Hiya! Let's go. All right. I'm going to make a change immediately. Mass Vandal is just so good. That's embarrassing. I should have... Of all the cards, too. That's always usually one of the very first ones I look at. We'll probably just swing out next turn. Especially if they don't have 3 up for a prismatic effect. I don't want to offer any. I know a lot of their creatures can't block. You have quite a few combat tricks in this list, so I'm not looking to lose either a Huntmaster or our little Molten dude, so we'll keep moving here. Boop. Get rid of that eyesore. They're back at it. So they've only got 3 blockers. But they have prismatic math here, so that kind of blows. Anything but a land here. I really hope they tap out. Good. All right, cool. Don't have to worry about that now. Haven't seen a prismatic strands, but you know, whenever you see 3 of them, you always figure, hey, there you go. And this Essence Warden's really doing double duty now because it cuts the curse in half, or cuts cuts it off, but now anytime they play a creature, we're getting ahead on life. So feeling pretty comfortable here. They are tapped out. We'll do the thing for some extra damage here. And we'll just swing out. Yes. Doing some extra damage here. Triggers everywhere. Vampire's only good when you got that Warden out. It's a good sideboard out target, especially if they're targeting your Essence Wardens. And attack. They're tapped out. Let's go. Just in case. Pop. All right. Game 3. We have sideboarded correctly, but again, these should be, what are they? These should be Mass Vandals. Don't get the 2-for-1, which this might actually be favored versus a heavy enchantment list. We're going to be able to 2-for-1 them, but I'm not sure if Duress is where I want to be. I do like being able to find these. We haven't seen much removal here. I think they're doing a similar list where they're kind of all in on making the engine work. They don't have much wiggle room. We do have some cast downs, but outside of that Grim Guardian, I'm not too worried about stuff. Plus, I think Grim Guardian costs 2 and a black, so we've already seen some omen effects, and they might even have something along the lines of a... let's make sure this is just loss of life. Yeah. Let's go. We'll roll it back. Excited to see the Olympics. Anybody watching, or what's your country repping, right? What are they good at? I saw the little, there was a cool horse animation in Paris that was running on the water. Reminded me of a Magic card. We'll mulligan this. Very cool. All right, we got double sabotage against a very hateful list like that. We'll keep this. Do I want to get rid of Tremors? I think that's the right call. I mean, if I draw a color source immediately, I'm going to feel like a fool because it's early damage, but it'll be nice to just be able to smack anything that moves here. In this scenario, Gleeful Sabotage is superior, right? Because we can cast it immediately. We don't have any creatures in our graveyard. But I think overall, yeah, Mass Vandal is going to be a very much better pull. Null Elemental Blast. Counter target multicolored spell. Is this a new card? I know Bloomburrow, whatever the new set's called. That's out now. That's pretty sweet. All right, well, until we see some sweepers, we're just going to go from here. We've got our life dude out. We'll be casting a Huntmaster next turn. And going from there. My buddy that helped make the PauperGanda theme song is going to be coming over this weekend. Good to see him. PauperGanda, I watch the Olympics regularly until after about high school. Ah, I see. I get you. Well, given that we've got life gain online, we're going to let this Guardian go. Beautiful card. I've tried to brew with that a few times. Never brought it to PauperGanda yet. Who knows? Maybe Grogbird's list is worthy. Oh boy, where's our colored mana now, right? All right, we'll get the big fatty out. Chill out. Do the thing. Yeehaw. When I was growing up, I was a big gymnast, as all y'all know, and I was about 10 when Mary Lou Retton did her thing, and the men's team with Bart Connors and there were just so many. We were like the guys, we were like the main dogs on the battlefield, and boy, it just meant the world to me to see that. Really fueled my fire sort of thing. So I'm kind of an Olympics kid. Now it's really frustrating though, at least here in the States. They, oh boy, this might be worth running into, even though we're going to get rid of Grim Guardian. I think I'll let it through though, because we're going to be able to take out both that and the Okiba. I'll let it through because we're just going to keep gaining life here. But it's really frustrating because they'll be like, pre-recorded coverage, and then there'll be something that's just like, oh, so-and-so won the gold. And it's like, great. I'm so glad I don't need to watch that now, even though I wanted to. Let's see. This will do nothing but help out. Now this is share a color with it. Okay, I'm glad I did that. Let's do this We'll play this with Conspire. We'll target this and oh, I don't have 2 creatures, do I? Oh yeah, I do. Idiot. Well, let's go like this. I'll do the second one to this. Done. And attack. Suddenly, maybe my Mass Vandal reasoning isn't true, but against this list anyway. All right. They went all in. We suffered the hit, but now we've got our colors right. The Gatekeeper's going to go live, and anything else we've got another Gleeful for. So, who knows? Man, I don't know. Maybe Gleeful is the right answer here. I don't know. This is rough. This is rough. I think we get rid of the Gatekeeper here. We can always bring him back via Unearth. Right now, I think the Sabotage is going to be doing a lot better here. That's Drew and Chimpskey up. We would have just had no Kiba to deal with. But we are at 6 life. We took that huge hit. I was like, when did that happen? I was like, oh yeah. Took like 9 damage just from one thing. Sacrificing. Feels like they're getting a wee bit desperate here. This is by no means over. But we need to start a winding way into just a bunch of 1-drops would be really nice here. Just start feeding up our life via the essence. Yeah, there are just a gazillion ways of naturalizing things these days. Impact Tremors shows up just in time. All right. Well, I'd rather it be a creature at this stage, but I guess we can wait till next turn. We'll attack. I didn't see anything with haste that I'm too worried about. Their mana is huge. Turned out to be a pretty competitive game. I thought it was over when I saw that curse last game. Ouch. Hi-ya, these Gleefuls are not going where I need them to. We're at 3 life. Get me a damn creature or play one so I can gain life. I wonder if they're keeping away from casting creatures so that I can't trip the Warden, right? All right, let's do red here. Doesn't matter. Might matter. It's 1 either way. You know what I mean? They might have a speed up effect, so in that case I don't want to do that. We'll drop here, gain some life, say yield, do this, gain a few more life, always yes, easy to be hellbent here, always yield, do. They gotta get out a creature sooner or later. We're gonna get them this way, yield. Fun little list. Been tinkering around with elves. If you follow us on our Facebook community tab, I was messing around with the Brute Scale combo and using Wirewood Herald and like Deadly Dispute or Village Rites effects to get the combo out there. It's pretty cool. They're going to be at 3. Love me some Wirewood Herald. Good times. It's frustrating, or it's tempting to it's like the forbidden fruit when you have Springleaf Drums and every source of mana color available. It's like you can kind of get into a toolbox best of, right? Pretty cool. Pulled that one off. That's a pretty bad matchup. About the only way that could have gotten worse is if, well, could have lost. But let's make that change now. So we're going to look for Masked. Even though we just saw Gleeful really doing some hard work there, I really think there's almost, I mean, that's like the only argument. We're never going to see that list. So I'm going to make this change now. And again, we might be moving Hydroblast into the realm of negate. But for right now, we're going to see if we regret it or not. Second you do that, then you run into nothing but red decks, and you're like, oh, I could have saved 1 mana every turn. Wow. A player so good, they have claimed a year for their moniker. Good games, Grogberg. Crushed that Trespasser's Curse, didn't protect your life total. Yeah, I was really sweating it when you dropped that. I was like, yikes. And I was just digging for the argument here in the chat was I really missed on Mass Vandal, but I think Gleeful Sabotage actually kind of shined there, but who knows. All right, we've got a very late game card here, but we've got double or triple draw and an early life gainer. I think I'll keep this. Oop. Don't want to see a mountain. Yeah, that was a pretty cool list. It's hard to see those enchantment lists do well, but all right, 1997 doesn't want to play. Note to self on that. I'll do here and jump on in here and let's see if this dude wants to play. Yeah, same look, different name. Yeehaw. Darn, that was a pretty good hand. Early draw, yes. No, mulligan this one. Keeping this one. Love steady drum draws. I love me some drum. That's probably one of my favorite artifacts in Pauper. Every creature turns into a bird of paradise with haste. We're going to keep this. I'm actually going to get rid of the Fate. That's a dead card here. We'll say done. And let me bring out... Yeah, I'll bring out an elf in this scenario. That way we can really jumpstart the drums and the warden next turn. Thanks again for that gift of the subs there, Robin Hood. I'm going to be needing a lot more since I'm going to be unemployed soon. Yowza. We don't like mountains. Mountains mean our creatures die. This is interesting. Can't tell if this is Madness Burn yet or just Madness. Let's see. I'll drop here. All right. Well, we're very flooded. Let's bring out a warden. Bring out a drum. Tap this for a green. We'll bring out another drum. And I guess it doesn't really matter, but we'll do this. Gain a life. Go back up to 20. Here we go. That warden's probably not going to live next turn. We're hellbent. Really need to find a Huntmaster or one of our red spells here early and often, and then fall into like one of our 8 draw your deck effects via the Lead the Stampede or Winding Way. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go as far as Mesium Skin, but there was some way. I was thinking even Magnify to keep things out of electricity range, but that's not so much what you have to worry about anymore. It's more about the... Here comes a Snacker giving us some life. I'll trade any day of the week here. We got plenty of mana. Let's go. Oh boy, what a perfect draw. Let's find creatures. Cool. We found some creatures. We've got 3 mana, so let's use it. No, we don't. I forgot. Darn it. All right, let's go green here for this. Cast it. And then we'll go... Yeah, we're just kind of stuck having to use this for... do I want to hold on to that so I can get the benefit next turn? Stuck at 1 here. Let me just I'll get some swarms going here and just start attacking. Hopefully our Essence Warden will stay alive long enough to keep us in this. We've already gained 4 life with it. Feels pretty cool. Again, I think also there might be... it's not like this deck's ever going to be a thing, right? We're just kind of tinkering around seeing if there's something there for the future. But what's neat about this, you see all these elves and you have 1 removal spell. Be honest, I think you're not going to want to use it on a 1/1. You're going to want to wait for that Timber Watch to drop or the Vanguard or, you know, all the ones that close games out. And it's like this deck usually doesn't win by attacking. It's a nice side plan. Not to be dishonest. Did I say it, Mind Stab? Damn it. I should have to, I don't know, do something horrible on the air. So while I have really good insurance via our employment woes here, I'm encouraging all of our family. I'm like, okay, got to get all our doctor visits and eye checks and all these things out of the way. Any big procedures you need done, let's do them now before they really hurt the pocketbook. I've got one of my boys got me a Jiraiya Sensei. No, is that? Yeah, no. This is Killer Bee from Naruto. Jiraiya is one of my favorite characters on that thing, but who knows? Maybe I have to balance him on my head if I say the honest word. All right, we're going to be taking 3 here. Total of 5, courtesy of Alms. Let's yield through this turn. There's nothing I can do here. Love me some Springleaf Drums. Oh, who did the Mind Stab? The Mind Stab throw? Did you do it again? I thought you just did it. Okay, who do I owe the something horrible? It says redeemed wild growth. I don't know whose it was. Not an Aegis? All right. You want blonde or brunette or something different? Let's do here. Let's go 1, 2, and a red for this. We'll rock here. Alrighty, we'll go red again. Bonk. Sure. Let's do that. This and this. Bring this out. Rock here. Yield here. Let me know what color, my friend. I'm going to attack into this. This is going to be a race city. Just want stuff on the ground to leave. Oh, dealer's choice. Okay. You get to choose. Alrighty. Let me see if I've got anything down here. Give me just a second. I'm trying to remember if I got any extra stuff here. All right, we'll go blonde. It ain't too hot yet. So there you go, Mind Stab. I wish I had a little text message for like every hour on the hour. Like, the reason he looks like a fool is... But, already got the itchies going on here. Get this out of my eyes here. Yeah, I've been looking for both the Tim hat and a pirate hat, especially as summer keeps coming. But okay, they're on to us. They didn't want to block. We're back up at 20, feeling all right. There are some who call me Tim. I found a few that work really well. A lot of them are working, but they have that little thing on the top, and I'm like, I don't want that. I know I could just cut it off, but you'd think anymore I could find a good one. But Sweet Birds of Jesus. That is a little fight one. That's true. All right. Hopefully they don't have any sort of in the festivities affect Maine or something that would really ruin our day here. We're a good draw away from kind of doing stuff here. A Huntmaster would be interesting. I'd much rather have another Winding Way show up or a Lead the Stampede. Way back in 2016. No worries. It's only a crusher. I saw the top of the show with the Monty Python opening. Way back when, about 2016, we used to do that for the beginning of each show, have some sort of movie thing, and I'd ad-lib something, and I found that. I was like, oh, yeah, well, we'll use that. It's been a while. It's been about 6 years. Ullmug's Crusher for sure. Yeah, we've got the one of Gandalf when he says it's a Balrog, you know, and they're a demon of the ancient world. And I was like, it's an Ullmug. And then I was like, oh, no, the Crusher's coming. That's a fun one. I got the EQ of the voice right on that one. This one, when I listened to it again, I kind of cringed. I'm like, oh, I could have done that better. Yargle. All right. We're still ahead, but we're going to be taking a whole lot here. Where is their direct damage? They just keeping us in this here. I don't think we're going to win this one. Black and red, they've got to have like multiple sweepers here, so it's very, very important we win game 1 if we're ever going to even stand a chance of eking out either game 2 or 3 in theory, but whatever. I think blonde might work good with this blue that I'm wearing, huh? This is a little sports hiking hoodie. I like to play with pickleball when it's real sunny out. I can put a hood on and a hat, and then I can only have sunscreen on my hands, and I don't have to scrub so hard in the shower afterwards. Okay, well, this represents 2 damage. I'm just going to do it for the life, if anything. I think it's worth swinging here. I'm not going to affect the life lady, but I think if they had direct damage, they would have used it there. Where's the Fiery Temper? Maybe they're waiting a turn? They don't have the mana for it yet. And attack. Come over for 7. That's nothing to sneeze at. Especially in a deck that doesn't have any life gain. Let's go. Oh, yeah, I could just wear this at pickleball, right? God, that'd be a sweaty mess. This is real human hair. You forgot the origin story. My brother and I, about 10 years ago, went to a very real Halloween shop. Not one of these, you know, they're only there seasonally. This was like a year-round thing. And had a real good time. But they had all these weird real-world items. Whoa, they discarded a kiss? Their hand scares the crap out of me now. That's like the fuel for that deck. That's like the hidden MVP of these lists. But anyway, we found these wigs for like, I don't know, $5 each or something. I was like, sign us up. Been itching ever since. Lots of funny little Facebook pages of showing us over the years. Of course, the first day we had them, we wore them everywhere and took all these photos looking like absolute idiots about town. But that's what my brother and I are very good at doing. Itching to take off the wig for sure. Yeah, I should change it to where if I have like 2 really bad punts, then I have to wear the wig instead of like turning in points, but whatever. Yeah, I thought I had one of my just pickleball hats over here and I could wear that on the stream, but who knows? They're demanding answers. Sacrifice an artifact, discard a card, draw on 2 cards. Woo! Here comes some more life our way. You know, if you prepare for sweepers, you never see them, and vice versa. So I believe this is going to be a very good Spidersilk deck, though. This is Rakdos Madness. That way, I mean, we're going to be able to block these all day long. And outside of... we need to bring in 2. I had 3 in the sideboard for the longest time, but the more I got down, the less I did that. All right, I guess they got rid of that because of the other thing. Look at this. All this life gain we're doing, and we're still just in danger. We're in single digits already. Not a land. That's pretty good. I'd really like to see some more critters show up here. Let's go. Attack. Any critter gains us 2. Huntmaster would be interesting. Heck, maybe I sneak in a Kuldotha Rebirth, right? I could tap the drum, sacrifice the drum, draw 3. I mean, it's optimal right now. It would suck early on, dude. This build have Chrysalis? No. No, it does not. That's probably a pretty good call. It's just bordering on, you know, it's tough, though. You get into that realm of like, well, why don't you just play the standard Gruul list then if you start trying to kind of edge new boundaries and go the token route. I was considering like Dragon Fodder, or especially like Goblin War Marshal. All right. Wow. They got us. Look at that. As long as I don't cast a creature, we're dead. Well done. Double unmolested Essence Warden isn't enough. That's pretty impressive. Hopefully they trip this madness trigger at one of our wardens and we're able to stay alive. Given what's in their hand, though, a double discard, they're still going to have something to torch us out with. So just like last game, we start with an L. There we go. And here comes an even 4. Don't you just love when you can kill somebody just perfectly? I don't think anyone needs a Writhing Chrysalis reminder text. It's like the most popular card in the last like 4 months, right? Chef's kiss. You know, last week's list, that Black Fax, I actually for a while had Vampire's Kiss in it for a lot of reasons. I think I discussed that. In case I didn't, there you go. Come on, finish us off. What are they waiting for? A dramatic drum roll? All right, there's the L. Let's go to sideboarding. We want some air power. Let's bring these in. I don't know if Vandals are where we want to be. Hydroblast is pretty cool. Again, we'll do this, and this just to make room. I'm not really worried about these being dealt with in a Rakdos shell. So that's opening some stuff up here. Oh, I know. I'm not arguing Chrysalis is a bad card. It's a fantastic card. It's just you ebb slower and slower towards you know, that just being the typical list, and then, oh, why don't we do this too? And then all of a sudden it's just that list. Do they have enough creatures to warrant this? I don't think the 1 life's really going to do too much. I do not want to insert Duress. Let's bring in 2 blasts. And going pretty heavy on the colors here, so maybe we lose 1 drop. Not quite sure if Vandal has a place here. Outside of just grabbing some tokens and such. I think I'm just going to leave it like this. Yeah, let's rock this. Yeah, Rakdos Burn got a lot of new toys in the last few months. It's always right on that tier 2 to 1 list. Depending on the metagame, it can really feel tier 1, but I think they're fleshing it out now. It's starting to feel really, really good. Yeah, me too, Dreamer Stingo. Yeah, abundant growth with that. You know, you could go with invasive species in green can do that. There's a new one in Bloomborough that bounces a green, or a green permanent that bounces something, and I think it's a 3/3 as well, just like Persistent Specimen or whatever it's called. Yeah, invasive species. God, it's so sad that I know that. Not like I've ever brewed with it. Maybe I have. Yeah, I want to go first. Did we mulligan last game? That'd make me feel better if we did. Keeping this. This is a great hand. I think we'll lead off with Warden just because we have another one. Or actually, Drum's the right call here. That's why we're guaranteed to gain some life. And it'll be 3 life if my math is right. That's the one. So out of Bloomberg, how many? What do you guys like? I was looking through it just one evening, and I'm like, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like. I like the otter, the Is It Otter, the 2/2 that gets counters. I'll probably be brewing with that next week. Got an idea for that, but outside of that, not much caught my eye. Ooh, this is getting spicy, isn't it? Let's lead a Warden. We'll tap this for... Yeah, interesting. I guess we just bring out... We could bring out another drum here. Could bring out another Warden. Let me slow roll this in case they've got... I'm going to go for it. Here we go. Creature Central. Early on, they got removal. Let's see it. Yeah. Loving me some drums. Coming into play tapped. I got some mana to deal with here. Cool, cool. 1, 2, 3. All right, any mana source I can land. There we go. All right, we'll just get our dude out here quickly. Start doing the thing. At least if we get board wiped here, we will be able to at least have our dude. This guy will live at least, so. Huzzah! We gain 2, we do 1, and we attack. I sure wish this Molten Gatekeeper was an elf because our Birchlore Ranger would work. You might notice an absence of the, I think it's the Despera Sentinel or the 1/2 that, because it has to tap itself and another creature. It was really gumming up the works. I think I'd rather play Nettle Sentinel over it with a drum build. And I just found that, I think we had 11 or 12 colored mana, or every colored mana source when you add everything up with the Rangers, the drum, and the replenishing abundant growth. Just found that I wasn't needing it. Reach is nice, but whenever Nettleguard becomes started spell or ability, gets that. I like how they sneak in for the first time so that it doesn't have the old school nomad effects, right? Every once in a while somebody will come out with a really good nomad build that just destroys. All right. Some draw spell, or okay, they're just gaining life. That's honest. A lot of Huntmasters. 1, 2, 3 mana we've got available. We'll bring out a Ranger, gain 2 life, do 1 damage here. Till they have it, I'm just gonna ball out here. 1, 2, 3, almost. Damn. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Wait. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. I just don't have it, do I? So let's say if this was this, and I tap 2 more elves, that's only 3 still. Yeah, never mind. Let's do the thing here. We'll go drop the drum. 1, 2. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going crazy here. 1, 2. Yeah, it's only 3 still. Never mind that. I just have to see it to see if it's there or not. It is not. Next turn we'll be doing some stuff. Yeah, the Winding Way argument's a very good one. Sometimes you just have to whiff and accept that you're going to draw 4 sometimes, or 1 or 2. So with this scenario, it kind of screams, do you have removal right now or not? Because I don't know why you would wait. I'm just continually gaining like 2 life. I mean, you can't deal with a Gatekeeper. That's usually going to be around to stay unless they have targeted removal in something in the form of a cast down. Played really good pickleball yesterday. And our team went undefeated. So we're in the finals on Thursday, and so we'll see if we win it all. If you follow my stories of pickleball last season, we got 2nd place, but we already beat the 1st place team. So, and my wife's leg is still healing, so we're down a very good player. But because work's been so slow, and I know the end is nigh, that I've been playing more than ever, literally about 2 or 3 hours a day, and it really meant a difference. Okay, they get rid of that. We can just bring it back. I think I would have opted for the wipeout package with the 1 damage to everything. I wonder if they misclicked there. Interesting. All right, Hydro would be a good thing. Maybe not. Well, we did bring in 2 Hydros, that's right. Okay. Let's do the thing here. I think this is worth it. If we bring out that dude, then we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's do that. Bring this out. Okay. Windfro's in the house. I was just saying I might be making my way up to Seattle pretty soon again. In case they have any sort of shenanigans, let's do this. If we had a 1-drop, we could power this out, but right now we're just going to go like this and attack. You know, if they got another Smash to Dust, we're not going to be in good shape here. We are representing a little hefty clock with the Huntmaster showing up there. This list is very in flux if you're just joining us. We have a hodgepodge of just stuff that works. Very weak to mass removal. We still haven't seen much of that yet. We were able to beat a very cool enchantment list that we got behind on early. Even though a curse showed up, we were able to get there. The help of Drum, Abundant Growth, and the Birchlore package, we're able to run just about every color under the rainbow. And by that I do mean all. Okay, we lose 3 cards. Crunch. Can they finish off the Huntmaster? If so, this is going to feel dead before it begins. They're going to get rid of the Huntmaster. 2 Smash to Dust. Maybe they have 3. About a year or 2 ago, this was everywhere. I haven't seen it too much lately. We have no tricks, so let's go. All of our drums are tapped, so might as well not waste the time here. But if I do make it up to Seattle for some event, I'm trying to. I emailed Mox Boarding House this morning, in fact, asking them like, "Hey, what's going on? Is there anything up and coming? And how do I do maximum damage here? I think it's better to just attack here. No, that doesn't work either. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do this into this. Always this, always yield. Just seeing if I can coordinate a visit up there so I can make it about Pauper this time. Obviously see my boy too, but my son just got a job up there at some, oh, wait. That's, oh gosh, what am I? Oh yeah, duh, that's what I meant to do. No. I meant to do the little dork in case there's a haste dude showing up. I'm trying to do too much at once here. Auto, army. It would have been nice if we gained 8 life there. I said yield. Oh no, I hate when I misclick on that, but yes, we want to do the thing. All right, anything but lands and drums here, we're good to go. Got a pretty serious clock here. We hit for 10. Yeah, if I make it that way, if they don't have any events coming, there's a place out of Lincoln, Nebraska I might visit. My goal isn't to hemorrhage money, but it is to try not to be such a recluse. Because the last time I was unemployed, it was like I had like 1 year, and then I had a bunch of freelance stuff, and then I had like almost another year, plus or minus a few months. I think it was minus a few months. And my wife kept encouraging me, like, go do stuff. You know, this is when you normally have to put in for vacation time and you can't do this because of this and this obligation. And she's like, get out there and do stuff. And I just felt kind of guilty because of, you know, you don't want to spend money, but traveling's not all that much. And so I'm going to try to make it my goal to maybe once a month or something, go out and do something or go visit friends and family or something. Get quite a few airline miles. All right, we need a Spidersilk Armor to show up here. Man, these decks, you know, you get them to single digits and you think like, oh, I just got to swing a few more times and then a few Alms of the Vein and Madness triggers later, and all of a sudden they're right back in it and you're like, wait a minute, where'd my life go? Love me some Rakdos Burn. So yeah, I went for it. But if I do make it up there, yeah, it'll be a lot more than just a quick hour, 1, 2, 3, jump in and jump out sort of a visit. I got to get me some Therbin charms in real life. I keep forgetting those, and I've got like 3 builds that need 4 each. Okay, well, there's that. They're in no danger of dying here. Do I just keep this in my hand? I don't know if it's worthy of getting a token out there, right? I guess we could do 2 damage with our tokens. Do they really want to risk that? This is kind of a magnet for removal here. If I draw any of our stuff, I want to hold on to this. I'm just going to pass the turn here. Yeah, I knew that was a good card. Anytime you see "or" in the flavor text, or I mean in the text box, you know that it should at least make the top 600 cards or something, because you have options and the flexibility in this game is paramount. But man, when they have 3 options like that, I knew it was going to be good. I didn't know it was going to be that good. And it's like having Cast Down and White. And that's just one of 3 things, right? You run into some strange mill deck immediately or some graveyard thing. You've got the answer there. Or some random enchantments got you down. Bam, you take it out. I've been running all 4. I found room for 4 inside of Brute Squad, and I've just been loving it. Brute Squad's a weird list with me. If I desire to play it, I almost go undefeated. If I'm just kind of like, maybe I'll play this, then I lose with it. It's weird. It still runs 3 Tooth of Chiskora, but boy, you know, this is when we really need to have like our the red enchantment, the Tremors to show up, because red really can't deal with that. I can't say that anymore. They have the verdict effects that, you know, say an enchantment too. So there is a way, but it's an unpopular way. We're taking 6. My goodness. We've already demonstrated we don't want to attack with Alana here. They're happy doing 4. I think that's probably the right. Something good. That's something good. Let's go. As long as we don't misclick. Creature. Okay, that's pretty good. We'll go Lys Alana here. Green. I'm not really worried about these, and I'm not going to attack, so I'll do this and this. Let's do another green. We'll do this. And then we'll do another green. We'll do this. Go like this. Make some tokens here. Always yield. I still like our opponent's board better than ours. Yeah, let's go green here. Boink. Cast it. We'll see if they got another Smash to Dust. Yes, I want to use the ability. Okay, maybe this will encourage them to keep some more guys back. We shall see. Boink, boink. They got a sweeper effect. We're just dead here. Yep. Boy, it'd be nice to have these double wardens out, right? This would be, we'd be in like the 40s. We will pass. This kind of lets us know, is the game over now? Or do we have a shot at just swinging out? Because they don't have the greatest blockers. Here comes the Armada. Oh. Do they have a sweeper? Why come at me with the Epicure? Yeah, this feels like they're going to lose their Epicure no matter what, so let's block it. You know, Winfrow's like in the capital of magic, man. It's like 20 minutes to go to like 3 extremely popular shops known for magic and pauper, and they're usually always busy and having a good time, so. I love me some Ballard, Washington. I love that little town. A little shady in some corners, but it adds to the character. Yep. There goes our team. Crunch-a-munch. Figured that was going down. Save 1 damage. Anticipating or deducing. Why would they attack with the Epicure there? Hey, we still got 6 on the board. Now, do they have yet another Smash to Dust to finish off our hunters? We'll be very sad indeed. Discarding. Getting the Air Armada back online. I really like Sneaky Snacker. I think it's a beautifully designed card, even though it's killed me quite a bit in the last month or two. Isn't this gorgeous? Look at that. Bam. Often wondered too for the kill element, you know, to have that enchantment that draws 2 cards, discards a card, and then it gives all your creatures haste. What is that card called? It's a red enchantment. We're at 5. Pretty much guaranteed dead next turn. I keep having to remind myself that I have Lotus Petals now. All right. We're at 5. They got 1 card in hand. We still haven't seen any Galblasts. I kind of respect that. Fervor. I'm not quite sure if that's the one. You know, we could find Lys Alana. This is the interesting top deck. I mean, we could find another Essence Warden. It's about the only thing that keeps us in the red here. We did not find it. That blows. So we just lose here. I mean, there's no reason to bring this stuff out. We needed a Essence Warden to stay alive there, so we'll concede. They got us good there. I figured that would be a pretty tough one to beat. Alrighty. I'm going to roll to a sub-UCB skit because I have to use the restroom and get coffee, so I needed a little bit longer break here and anticipated that. We'll be back for round 2 right after this little coffee thing, courtesy of the UCB sketch group. Back in a sec.
According to the charts, that's the best plan of action.
Yeah, great. Don't worry about it. It's a small spill on a very large table.
Sir, I think we are underestimating just how much coffee was spilled.
Yeah, that's a lot of coffee.
Well, we better hurry up because it's almost reached my laptop.
Calm down, calm down. Boom.
It's also going to destroy all the fish.
Oh boy. Okay. Boom. Look at that.
My God, it's encroaching on my map of Louisiana.
Okay. Okay. Look. Oh no. Fish.
Laptop.
Okay.
Map.
Okay. I'm sorry. Oh no. Fish.
Laptop.
Wait. I've got a brilliant idea.
Oh. Okay. Jones, you gotta hurry up. I think the public is getting suspicious.
All set. Damn. Didn't work.
Oh my God, we are really screwed now.
Look, garbage will fall into the coffee cups, stopping further spillage.
Now there's just coffee and garbage.
Wait, I've got an idea. Damn, I really thought that would work.
Well, maybe it doesn't work right away. Let's observe it for 3 hours and then reassess it.
Okay. We just wasted 3 hours.
And we're back. Coffee ready, bladder empty. Let's go. Yeah, could have used some more life gain that game. overall. Seems to get enough. But again, I haven't played it all that much. All right, so if this is some sort of Infernal Lock, we've got double Gatekeeper in hand. Hopefully they don't have many removal spells. We'll go from there. Let's favor Acceleration here and assume we're not going to draw another land. Bring out the Fyndhorn. Ready to spilled towards my laptop. My laptop's about 20 feet away from me. I play via remote cables because when I want to run it optimally, the fan runs a little loud, being it's a laptop and I didn't want to get a tower. So I just got about $10 in cables and it's in the other room. All right, Refractor's already online. Can just kind of, one, two. Let me throw this on here. I think this is the right route. If we hit a land, good to go. We did not. We'll bring out the Mana Man. Next turn, we'll bring out a Impact Tremors. Capable. We have done the Vandal dance. The Vandal is in. What are we going up against here? Some sort of counterspell shenanigans. Well, the Gatekeeper can keep coming back. Ooh, that's interesting to draw now, huh? All right. Well, let's do this and this. We'll bring out the Tremors. I got a counterspell. All right. Usually these lists are, pretty known for running Cannonade effects or a Breath Weapon, especially with an Energy Refractor and Tron land. So they really didn't like seeing that, did they? Maybe they have more of the Fog plan or kind of that Stonehorn Dignitary lock. So the third avatar of the exact same matching. Not quite sure why that's so popular right now. Looks to be, though. Well, let's see if they got another counterspell, I guess. Well, we can't really do that, can we? 1, 2, 3. 2 to the 1. Guess we'll just bring out another dude here. Bloop. We'll have 3 mana next turn. They're acting like they have counter magic. We've got 2 mana available, nothing to do with it, so let's attack. All right. This is actually when you want to see a Stonehorn Dignitary. Okay, are they going to just go find Breath Weapon? I was just thinking to myself, I haven't seen a irritating Tron teachings list in a while now, and bam! Asking you shall receive, I guess. Repeal. All right. About the only thing we're worried about with that is the Huntmaster. They might even repeal their own Energy Refractor. That's interesting tech. Scary, though, that they teachings for that, because it implies that they have answers here. Or not. Either it's just a bunch of counters that they're not worried about. I don't know. I think 1, 2, 3. That's still not a good. Boy, this is just forcing us to just tap all out, right? We're just like, oh, we got to do the thing just to stay alive here. We'll bring out a Gatekeeper, see if they want to counter it. I mean, we've got 2 more, and all of them on Earth, so there's that. Have another Unwind. All right, Condescend. Nope, that's fine. Nope. Good note to remember, you can't do that with Unearth abilities, so we at least got 1 guarantee to get through, but we'll wait till that Huntmaster's online. Really want to see that repeal go away, though. I don't want to be spending 4 mana on a turn and do nothing, but whatever. Condescend used to be quite the mainstay in the early thousands, right around 2011 to okay, this is great news. Thank you. I mean, it's a little bit of a tempo advantage right now, but if we just draw into a forest, that's just a bad play. Now they're going to be too worried about tripping that. Of course, they're going to do that now, though. There we go. Here comes the power plant. Now, what are we going to see? We don't really have any ways of dealing with stuff, so feeling pretty naked here. We've seen a whole lot of blue. We'll call this Blue Tron. All right, there's another dude. Let's play the drum. Let's play the drum. Enough drama here, dude. Green, green. Guess we'll play the elf here. They let that through. I might have wanted to go with the Birchlore there, but whatever. We'll drop Birchlore here. Cast. All right, we should be able to get out a Huntmaster. I think they maybe used their counter magic on stuff that really didn't matter. Who knows? Maybe it's because of what they're holding and they know that they've got us either way. Never know. Hiya. Here comes something massive and huge. Self-assembler. Well, we can block most of this stuff for days. This is just an honest assembler list. See if they go all out with that. Can't live too long given that, but if we start churning out tokens, we should be all right. One mystery card. What do they have? They don't want to play the other assembler. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, and I guess I'll go 4 with this. We'll just bring out a Huntmaster. Probably get countered if that one card, we know one's an assembler. Are they bluffing? Do they have a condescend for 1? Are they just looking to trip the map and bluff us? Who knows? We're about to find out. Prohibit. Okay. Alrighty. I get best of both worlds here. All right. Well, I guess we're just gonna. We might be able to what? Gatekeeper. Nah. Be nice to find some life here. That Huntmaster was a big play. I was really surprised they had yet another counterspell. I've already seen 3. A lot of ways to build Tron. Nothing against this one. 2 cards. We know one of them. We've got 4 turns after this, at best. I do believe I want to bring in Vandals. Turn off that refractor math and maybe some random maps and such. Yep. This screams of like a Stonehorn lock. This is just a counterspell lock. Prohibit showing up. Prohibit back in the hand. Down comes another self-assembler. No, wow, they're really playing passively, aren't they? All right, well, there's a land. We like that. What's to be countered? Guess I'll go red this. I'll play one. Let's do... I'm not sure if I want to do that here. Yeah, let's go. So red, tap this, hit here. Another assembler. It's all right. Boink. Okay, we don't have much else on this route. Let's just bring out a dude. I think we'll just take that damage still. Is it worth doing 1 here? Here comes the assembler, right? Yeah, we'll just attack. I could get out a Gatekeeper, but what? It runs into a wall and that's it. So I'll keep those double Gatekeepers back so we can at least get some shock values out of them coming over and hopefully one of them getting in. Yeah, thank you for that, Chimpskey. Duress is a great call. It's nice to see Duress kind of come back in the metagame the last few months, courtesy of the Brood Scale combo trying to protect it. It's just like if Tireless Tribe was black and white. I think you'd see it a lot. I'm going to let this through again. I'm not too worried until double assembler drops. We know they've got one in their hand. Or do we? Did we just assume? Yeah, we already know that. Let's go here. And this game would be over if they had just played a little more aggro. What do they got? A Ghostly Flicker. What do y'all think's going to be banned next? Does anything need to be banned? Oh, gosh. An ugly list here. I mean, there's no reason to not just play the other assembler here. Just lock the door. I don't understand slow rolling this much. I mean, you still have mana available for the alternate there. That's very strange. All right. Well, I really want Lead the Stampede to get through. Maybe I bluff him with Blight-Priest. Let's try that. I don't care about Blight-Priest right now. So let's try to sneak that through. I'll say black here. I'll go here and here. Blight-Priest. I think we're going to run Weather the Storm or something, right? I know when that first came out, I had a Weather the Storm engine with that. It was pretty fun. They did not fall for it. 1, 2, 3 mana available. 1, 2, 3. Don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. This is frustrating. It's about time to start letting things die. If I cast this, it will get countered. So I need to save that for a day when it won't get countered. Let's do... I'm just still going to play this just so we have extra mana to do extra stuff with. And I'll attack... Get in for 1. All right. Absolutely baffled why they're not playing the other self-assembler. We'd already be sideboarding. And it's not because of what we've drawn. It's just, the tempo. We'd be losing resources every turn. They'd just be smashing. A life total would probably be where it's at, and we'd have like 4 less permanents right now, which would probably lead to a concession. Right, Mystical Teachings, shutting the door here. Guess that's something I overlooked as far as like why do that, but why not do it last turn? Oh, I just had a skit ready for Ghostly Flicker, and I'm like, I haven't seen that in ages. I should have known that was the universe telling me that you're going to lose to Ghostly Flicker in round number 1 here. All right, let's shut up shop here. You can see we don't have a Warden out, so we'll let that go. Nobody wants to die of boredom here. Captain Wilson's got our number, and unfortunately, we don't really have any ways of dealing with that. What are they going to bring in? I don't like the Blight-Priest. We're losing this a lot lately. It probably suggests that we can get rid of it completely. We'll bring in these. I think we could go with 2 of these. I like the drum. We were a little mana screwed there, and by a little I mean a lot. Against the counterspell list, get rid of that. It'd be interesting to bring these in. Or cast downs, I'm not quite sure. Trespasser's Curse puts a ceiling on the flicker, removes... Yeah, Vandal removes, yeah. Do I want to... With that package and with those the ability to cast any color, I'm wondering if Spidersilk Armor would be a good call here, but we're pretty up against it. Y'all think I should bring in Trespasser's Curse here? It seems more of like a late game card. It's really our only graveyard option, or I could just cast down a response, but by then they'd probably have the counter already handy. Let's see what this looks like, if we can fit these in. I have to lose 5 cards. All right, let's lose 1 drum. Lose some elves. We don't really need the life gain here. I mean, I want some. Let's keep some life gain. Yeah, I know. It's like, that's why I was thinking negate, it still kind of handles everything there. Oh boy. Something that isn't. I'm just going to go to one curse. I'll cut a land. Let's go. Yeah, I want to play. Cut a land and we get flooded. That's how all of Magic works, which is good. They were really able to keep us at bay because of that before. So we do have Access to both colors. We'll keep this. It's clunky. But hey, we don't miss the land drop for the first 3 turns. We've sort of got, we do have a curve. We can curve out here, so it's not the worst thing ever, right? It's nice we don't have to rely on Rangers. We can turn them sideways early. You ever play Elves and you see a morphed card? You always know what it is. Pretty hard not to be the Birchlore Ranger. That's a great question, Winfro. I have no idea. Why 15 cards? I was crestfallen about 4 years back. The new software came out and they would allow you to, because so many people were losing tournaments with like 14 card sideboards. It's like, wait, you're at a disadvantage. Why do you take a match loss too? I think was the reasoning Wizards gave. And I didn't know that. And I was tinkering with stuff and I entered a league with like a 13 card sideboard. It's like, I'm a dummy. Let's do Winding Way while we can. I'll say creature because we got plenty of lands this time. All right. There's our life showing up. Bloop, bloop, bloop. We just need our colors to get right. This feels pretty good. Really, really like to get a Huntmaster down, but we've already seen some bounce, so a bit of a liability there. All right. They're probably going to really prefer cracking that map, so as long as I don't lead off with anything incredibly important here, that might get through. Let's lead off with a Warden. Let us pretend this is the last spell, or is it? Yeah, it is. Excuse me. Well, 1. Yeah, I guess I could just do this, right? I'd rather this get countered right now, so I want to do this here. Bloop. I'll do this. 1, 2. They got counter magic. Forces them off map for a turn. Looks like they probably have bounce later on, and they're not too worried about that. Even though that worked, I think that was a misplay because we saw Condescend early. They must be really eager. Maybe they're stuck at 2 mana and they have to hit the land, and they're like, screw it, I'll take some damage for a little bit till I can find an answer. So that's a pretty good theory, Mind Stab Throw. I haven't looked at it very closely, but so we're in the same logic boat here. I think they're maybe more obsessed with Tron working than not. All right, do I just force out the Tremors? I don't want to really go all in on this because then it's just counter stop, you know. Let's try that. Let me do this to this. I said this to this. Come on. Impact Tremors. That gets a prohibit. All right. Would have been interesting the other way around. All right, we'll do here. Crack for our damage. Boop. Gain some life. Do the thing here. We'll draw on other dorks here. I just want to put enough heat on them that they feel like I can't just sit back and counter everything, right? So now they still have to crack the map, find a blocker, find some removal. We're being screwed against a counter-heavy Tron opponent. Heavy blue is brutal because you just play right in their hands, right? I mean, they've assembled Tron naturally, so that sucks. I was hoping they'd have to fight there to get it. This is a self-assembler that turns off our thing. That's fine. But now they're kind of stuck in that realm of like, well, I don't really want to attack unless I drop another assembler out. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we drop that, give us some more. We've seen 1 prohibit already. I'm going to just try to shove this down and see if it works. We can... Okay, I guess it worked. Win. Let's look at the board here. Vandal would have been good because of the map and because of the assembler. Let's not forget that. That's kind of our... Oh, all right. That was weird. All right, no more eyeball people. Let's go. So far, the Gruesome Fate angle and the Blight-Priest seem like they're completely non-bows and they don't even need to be there. Might want to run like Nettle Sentinels for extra drum insurance, you know. I remember that really cool stand everybody on Pauper took when, what card was it that needed to be banned? Was it Peregrine Drake? And people would put like, they had like all mountain sideboards, or there was something all like an all mountain list one just to kind of prove a point. I forget what was the details on that. I can't believe I forgot that. So yeah, this definitely seems like these three can go, and we lean a little bit more heavy on it. You know what? Instead of let's leave here, let's make this change now, everybody. I think you're all in agreement with me on that. I mean, nobody's brought it up in the chat, but these do seem like win more cards. We do that. We can lower the curve if we want to. We've got 3 cards to work with. Obviously, Vines of the Vast would be interesting. 4 Lost in the Woods. Oh, yeah. Chatterstorm did get reprinted. That's cool. And whenever you do moves like this, it's always good to look to your sideboard as far as like, you know, oh, what can I shove in here, because then maybe we could be playing 4 ofs and stuff. So, you know, I might want to move 1 Vandal main. That might be a thing, just as a main deck way of dealing with stuff. I'm wondering if I want to have Nettle Sentinels. Could also run another drum. What do y'all vote for here? Let's go. Let's still max out the Vandal count, but we move one of the main here. Or we might be able to move 2 to the main. Dealing with that, I could run double cast down over here. There's a way to, we've got a lot of ways to generate that. Let's see, we've got 3, 7, 11 ways of generating that, as far as that meaning the off-colored mana. I think that's pretty good. I hate when the cards do this little cheat system here. Let's do sort by mana value. Make sure if there's anything in here that's a 3 of that we want to make a 4 of. I guess we could do that now. We could also run another Vandal, bring up our Spidersilk to 3. We ran like this, Spidersilk 3. We'd be really set against sweepers, be a lot more serious. Wouldn't have to rely on these so much. I guess we could add a 4th drum. For ultra consistency, that's like playing 18 lands in a really low curved deck. So we're at 15-4. Let's try this out and just see if it feels better, right? Let's go. Drum was one of the last things I cut when I was trying to make room for kind of the alt win with the Marauding Blight-Priest, but the more I played it, I just didn't want to see it very much. And liking this, we'll keep. Just Bear Sentinel could have been a thing, right? All right, let's power out this. Go from here. I remember there were so many mulligan rules about 7 or 8 years ago. They kept changing it like every 6 months, or they'd experiment with it and stuff. And I remember the current one, I was kind of like, well, I'm not a big fan. And now I'm like, what was I thinking? It's so superior. All right, now then. Bring out a drum. Yeah. Bring out a warden. Bring out a creature. Or do we want to bring out another drum? Creature will still be able to have double effects here. We can power things out here. Or kind of playing a little elf ball variant. Yeah, I totally agree with the Delphi Guru. And that's the one I thought of, like, you know, oh, I don't know about this. And then the more I played with it, I'm just like, oh my God, this makes the game so much better. So yet another example of why I am bad for Magic. Looks like we're walking right into a trap. Shall we see if they have it? Let's do it. At least we get around a Spellstutter Sprite. Yikes, that hurts. I really don't want any of that. Any order. Yeah. Yeah, if a Sprite shows up, I don't know if this is a Sprite variant or not. But we just want to draw a card here instead. I'm just going to play out the Warden. It's a drop. Pauper Akbar, always right on the edge. If I didn't know any better, I would just think you're just waiting. one showing up. I don't think I've seen these lands before. Is this the new set? Nope. Forget what set that is, but I'm pretty sure that's not Bloomburrow. I was a little underwhelmed by Bloomburrow's trailer. It's just kind of a 1980s cartoon homage sort of thing. A little too wholesome for my taste. I'd like to see a little bit more darkness. All right, we've got stuff to do. Let's do some things here, get our colors right, even though we've got it. Come on, something good. Enough of these little 1/1 weenies. Good grief, what's going on here? All right, we'll do it again. Hiya. Anybody want colored mana? We got plenty. We've even got a Birchlore and a drum in our hand too. The only good thing is it looks like serpents are headed our way and we're going to need a lot of little bodies. So I'll bring out an elf. Bloop. Unworthy of a counter. We'll gain some life. Oops. And we'll do the thing again. I don't know if they're going to play a fade away. I doubt it. I'll cast this. I don't think it's worth powering out a drum right now. I'd rather get him for extra damage. So you could tap the Warden and the Birchlore, save on 1 damage, but let's put some pressure on. At this rate, we could just keep throwing Fyndhorn Elves in front of the Serpents. Bring out the dead. I love that scene in Monty Python, the Holy Grail, that dull ring on that drum, I mean the bell, just dink. Bring out your dead. We're gaining lots of life. A lot of times you can just clog the ground against these sorts of lists and get there. Force them to not be able to turn sideways eventually. Come on, list. Not like this. I think it's best to keep a mystery card back. We're going to do just that. I should have probably played the drum instead there. In case they have some very weird variant. They're able to Lorien reveal like a swamp and then duress us. At least we get something out of the deal. But forget a Lys Alana here. That would have been such a nice top deck, so we could just start having permanent tokens in their way. Another serpent drops. We could be in trouble. There's another serpent. I do gain 2 life out of the deal. Are there any poison elves? I haven't done a search on that. No, I don't know that offhand. We're gaining enough life here. I'm not too worried about serpents yet. Anyone do a poison elf search? Make sure to set quantity to 0 so you don't miss one. All right, remember what I said? We'll power out a drum and pass the turn. As we take half of our life next turn. There's all of our mana. Now, it makes you wonder if one of these Springleaf Drums would have been a Blight-Priest. Because at this stage, it would have helped. All this 2 life stuff, we might have them down to about 11 by now. That's half of our life. Let's say we block one of them. I'll take 6. Oh, that's true. The Glistener Elf, yeah. I guess it doesn't have to be an elf, does it? The only thing that really requires that is the Birchlore Ranger. Since I'm running drums already, who knows? Oh boy, they really brought this one back, didn't they? Okay. I think I got a counterspell. We're just screwed here. All right, let me power this out. We at least have some sort of like eternal blocker if I can pull this off. Hopefully they're worried about drum here. That's why you want to keep that extra land, but all right, they let this go. I'm going to keep the mystery card back. It might be the only reason Lys Alana landed. That or they have plenty of options available. Here comes a whole lot of pain. We'll block again. At this stage, this is probably unworthy. I'll go like that. Take 12. And just a handful of counters, or is it more serpents? Serpentine curve. Zoinks. It's all a bunch of fatties. Look at that. Elf. Not what I wanted. It's like the only time I don't want to see this card. You know, instead of showing them the stuff, let's concede here, and we'll go to game 2. It's a big blue. L. This deck loses every first game. That's not a good sign. Yeah, we have no way of dealing with stuff other than just a cast down. So we made the concessions to these earlier. We're not going to need any vandals. Not going to need any vandals. Hey. I want to just make room for one Duress. We'll play it easy. Let's go. Yes. We've got our stuff online. We'll keep this. We'll get out a Tremor as fast as we can, followed by a Gatekeeper as fast as we can. I do believe, yeah, let's growth straight out of the gates just so we can hit that Tremor outside of a Hydroblast opener. Be all right. I knew we were going to struggle today. I like playing decks like this, feet to the fire sort of thing, as we've done throughout the show, right? Just changing things up. Start with a list, end up with something else. Let's see how we do. Definitely need some graveyard. What do y'all think would be the best graveyard hate here? Since we're not really using ours outside of another Gatekeeper. Let's see. If I do... No. Let's just see if we can hit this out. We haven't shown them any red, so why would they bring in Hydroblast, right? Okay. And we've already played a land, right? Okay. I just do that out of habit. I know it was the second turn and I've got 2 mana. What am I doing? Woo! You Are Curve was my first Pauper deck. Trippy. Did you use the Goblins with Prowess? I think it's 3 and a red for 2 1s. I like that card. Goblin Wizardry, I think it's called. Yeah, you know, that Tim reference might get lost on people. Oh, Seb McKinnon, always like that. Even though that's not my favorite of his, but as Magic gets older and older, that reference might get lost on people, right? All right, let's do the thing. I'll just I mean, once we start dropping critters, it's going to get ugly. If we top deck a land here, even if we don't, we can power out a drum and then cast the Warden off of it via the other Gatekeeper. All right, every creature's a shock. We don't want to see a serpent. Just give us one more reprieve from the governor. Yeah, I've always liked Goblin Wizardry. It's strange to think goblins can learn, right? Makes sense though. As they learn, they get out of control strong, and then it just goes away because they are so forgetful. I like the canon quotes in a lot of them where they're just like, aim, ready, fire, or fire, aim, ready, I think it is. Okay, we got a problem here. Let's see if we can solve it. Yeah, come on, list. Let's draw some cards. See if we can get a creature to get in the way of that. We'll yield here. I don't want to get in the way of it with a Warden. All right, Warden, we'll do that thing here. Bloop, bloop. This will at least get our mana going up. When you're in this scenario, thanks to cards like Brute Squad, I know to do this first. You just save a turn here and go green. Or you get a free drum out of the deal. Crunch. Do that to this, to this. Yield, yield, yield. And we can chill out. We can always block with the Gatekeeper, flash it back, do the thing with Tremors. We're at 21. Don't want to see another one. Deep Analysis might be calling to them, but it's going to really hurt them if they drop it. Plus, double Warden, we're going to represent some good life here. I was considering Night Market Lookout in this list because we're running drums and the Birchlore package. We're already cutting a few L's via the Gatekeeper. I considered Wild Cantor. But when I do the research and look at the analytics of my channel, these are the kind of lists that a lot of you say, you know, it's just this kind of janky stuff that we're just trying to find like the next thing, what works, whatever. It's not to like solidify anything right now. It's just to kind of see where the metagame's at. Like I said earlier, we could easily throw in some Chrysalis in this, and then slowly it just turns into like deck ABC of the metagame. But right now we're trying to see if there's any potential in some sort of token list. Very missing from this list would probably be like the Convoke strategy, right? Where you could just keep churning them out. But found I wanted to go a different direction with that. All right, cool. Let's do the thing here. We'll go red, this, and this. So we'll do this here. Get a creature out. Gain some life. Do some damage. So game one, had we shown them red, they would have probably had Hydroblast. They might still. Who knows? But for right now, it looks like we might be able to close out game two, at least via surprise, not showing them our graveyard there. All right, let's do the cowardly thing here. We'll rock like this, do this. Go back up. Doing lots more damage. 3 per elf. Hey. Oh, I'm clicking on the wrong elf. Biggest mistake people make with that list is they always think like, oh, I'll just get rid of their graveyard. And it's like, read the rest of the card. It says exile. I think I did that live on the air when that card was debuted. I was like, oh yeah, watch this. I'll bring in 4 relics. And I was like, you do that. Wonder why this list doesn't run Sneaky Snacker and like a careful study engine. Seems kind of like a no-brainer. Careful study in that style list would be so much better than Consider, I would think. All right, here comes a whole lot. Are they coming over with everything? Nope. All right. We got a lot of stuff. Looks like we haven't really seen many hard counters here, so boy, that's likely to get countered, eh? Let's growth here. Okay. Let me do this, and then this. If they have a counter, they're going to use it here. Mana leak. Wow, I haven't seen that in ages. Okay, say nope. Nope. We do have the 1. We'll save it for next turn. If I attack with everything, that might be the right call. I'll save it for another turn. We draw a Mana Dork. We could drop another Tremors attack, still trip Gatekeeper, have double activation of the Warden, and that would trigger the Tremors and the surviving Gatekeeper. That's if they drop another Delio. We'll see if that happens. Okay. Oh, no respect. They just took 3 life. Check that out. Come on over, Red Rover. There is the First in Class, I think it's called. It has an owl for the artwork. It's Is It Colors. I think it copies a spell. 9 step. All right, let's go. We'll do the Tremors here. Teach by example. That's it. Just have owl as the artwork. Mark my words. And look at that. We've got Mana Leak math. If we want to pay for it, which I might not want to. All right, let's ring out an elf. Do 4 damage. Tremor Tango. That's a good name. Yeah, and Pauper, whenever you find these redundant cards, you're usually onto something. I feel like I'm 16 cards away from an optimal build here. Mana Leak. Where's our dude? We've got 1, 2 we can pay for, but okay, no more. Nope. No. I'm going to run at him here. Because I can do the thing with the drum. Let's attack. We'll keep this dude back. And I can bring back the Gatekeeper and do the rest of the damage here. Zoink. Bam. Red for this to this. Department of Redundancy. That would be a good Magic card. Baya. Brace for impact. Gatekeeper doing its thing. Woo! All right. We saw a little bit of shenanigans there. All right. We've got cast downs. I'm wondering if just bring in Vandals for blockers almost, you know. I think we're all right here. We've got a lot of things to throw in the way of stuff. Let's go. I'll just roll this back. Pop. Yeah, we beat the enchantment list. Luck Tomatoes. Technically beat Trung because they're a quitter. We're just going to keep it like that. All right. This is risky. We'll keep it. We're on the draw. I guess we can forest Birchlore, and then if nothing gets better, oh, that changes things. I'll still Birchlore here, just because I can Birchlore next turn, even if we're stuck at 1 mana, and we could tap both Birchlores for the abundant growth. Not that we're that interested in attacking as of yet. Let's see what we can do here. This is game 3, hopefully close. It's all about, do we have enough blockers to get in the way of the huge fish and enough infrastructure to kill them in the meantime? We have seen Mana Leak as their removal option. Probably Mind Staff. A lot of these cards that I sit inside of, I just design while not thinking too clearly. Sometimes it's kind of a poke of fun at myself too. Like I'll see an error and I'm like, oh, I'll just go with it. It'll be fun conversation fodder, right? The majority of the cards I design and sit inside of are not serious and are very broken. Coffee went down wrong. Now my voice sounds funny. Woo! Alrighty. Let's say that kind of sounds cool. Let's bring out a Warden. Look at the games abreast. Let's do the thing with this. We'll go green, green. Bring out another Ranger. Cast it. Yo, do this. Our mana is correct. Actually, kind of interested in getting out that Huntmaster ASAP. With sort of 8 combo pieces or win cons or whatever you want to call them. Pretty cool to have those options in redundancy if we do run into a counterspell stuff. More like 12 with the Gatekeeper because we can bring them back from the graveyard, which was our kill spell last time. Are they mana screwed or just tempoed out, or are they just waiting on a spell here? We can pay 3. 1, 2, 3. Still have the 1. Let's try to get our combo out. See if they've got it. I guess we'll go this and this. Let's go. Bring out a Gatekeeper. I can always unearth it later. All right, cool. Attack. Missing a land drop there. Feeling a little underwhelming. I really like to top deck a land of all things here. Everything in our hand's kind of a must counter, but the problem is we're going to be staring down a 5/5 with only 1 life a turn at the moment. I want to take like 2 turns off, get a Huntmaster and a Gatekeeper down, and then we'll feel safe. Maybe I'm answering my own question. Maybe we need to make this more of a mana ball, like, you know, with ritual effects. Get a bunch of mana out. Throw everything down on 1 turn. Make a bunch of stuff. Okay. We've got 1, 2, 3 regardless. Let's see what we draw. Headed for a Winding Way turn here regardless. Feels like they have Boomerang here. There's like, oh, do I want to let them draw a card? It's like, I hope you do that. I think I power this out, and then I just tap out for Winding Way. So I have an extra critters in the future. And some more life. I mean, let's not forget that, right? We'll go red here. I'll go green here. And I'll counter this. Yep. Huntmaster is going to be very key here. I really want them to tap out. Five. There we go. Yeah, Mindstab. That's right. I miss reading those articles. Back in the day. Alrighty, looks like we're staring down some more counter spells. We could lead the Stampede. That would get countered. We could Lys Alana. That would get countered. I think we Stampede here or Gatekeeper. Yeah. We Stampede, gets countered. And we just attack for 4. If we Molten Gatekeeper gets countered, we attack for 4. Lys Alana is definitely going to get countered. We thought of Mana Leak, and we can't pay for that yet. And because we had double abundant growth, I think we pull Gatekeeper here. So let's just bring this out pure. So if we want to play aggro, we can still tap 2 Birchlores to bring out the other one. I don't think I would do that. There it is. We've got 2 mana we can pay for, but not 3. Nope. Nope. I could swing over for 4. Actually 5 if you count the second Molten ability, but right now we're just going to swing. Double Consider, a Counterspell, a Mana Leak, and a Nullify. Just boom, 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 boom. It sounds like their sideboard's just more counterspells, and they're drawing all of them. I don't want to see another Serpent. Now I think we try to pull the trigger on the Huntmaster. Okay, we've got a window. Yeah, Mindstab. I'm not a fan of that style. It's like let me assemble like these things that will never get messed with, and I can just eventually get them all down. And Magic never works like that. All right. Boom, boom, boom. We'll go red, red. We'll bring this out. Now we got blockers and life. A little more importantly, cast this, tap 2 elves. I'm not going to be blocking with this, so I might as well do it like that. Sure. Always yes to Deluxecoff. I like that. That'd be a fun shirt. Always yes to Deluxecoff. Bring out your red. We've got life. I could technically do a 1 mana move here, do the thing, but we're just going to attack. We can block with that elf token. We're starting to get our life online here. They've got to have a boomerang effect and a counter spell to eat up a lot of their turn. I wonder if I could any creature they cast will get us another life here. Again, we're not really about attacking with this list. I mean, it's a nice plan B. It's more about mowing them down with this. Ooh, I've never seen this land before. The perspective of that bird looks off. That's a pain, but it's going to add a lot of life. Not like we're really after edict effects here. I believe I'm going to just keep blocking this to force them to just kind of instigate a little bit more into the pot, you know, poker terms, I guess. It's like I'm just going to keep blocking you all day long. All right, there's more pot investment. 1 mana, I like that. We're going to be able to draw a whole lot of stuff here with extra Birchlores and no removal. Oh boy, this just got fun. Let's do this and this. We'll cast this here now. Let me do this here. We got to do this, and I guess I'll tap this and this. Sure. Oh, what? All right. Well, at least we don't draw that crap, right? We get lots of babes for the party. Bloop bloop. It's the token battle, folks. Hey, maybe we run this. Says the guy with almost no sorceries and instants in the list. All right, those birds are going to start gaining us a lot of life and some blockers. Hopefully we can get there. If we really hit a good like winding way or something, our opponent's only got 2 cards out. We're going to be able to turn on the gas here with the double gatekeepers in our graveyard there. So we're just waiting for the time. I know, except when they don't. See also like, 1 in 20. Just gotta hope that they're laying down and you have an easy opponent, and that's what's going down. All right, we'll just keep blocking these dorks here, getting less and less worried. Any instant's going to generate us 2 life. Technically 1. So eventually that 1's going to come over and hit us in the face. I like this a lot. I think I'm just going to pull it off. Let's just try it. Do they got a counterspell? We've got quite a bit of mana if they have like a mana leak effect. All right, that's going to get us 2 birdies. I mean 2 lifeies. Come on, opponent. Sweet birds of Jesus. Bouncing that? All right. Do they have another counter spell? Maybe. I'm all right with that. We can just replay it. They must have another counter spell here, and they're just looking to rack up bird tokens, I guess. Always yield. Yeah, we're going to chance it. Hold on a minute. If we do that, yeah, we've got enough to pay 1, 2, 3. We do have enough to pay for it if they do that. So we'll do this and this and this. Try it again. We have mana leak. We still got the goods. Let them go. Opponent's got 1 card. That's a strange move. Boomerang permanent. We just bring it back down. It already did its damage. I'm really not going to be out blocking anytime soon, so I'll just keep taking 5. Almost any creature here. I'm considering bringing back the double Molten Gatekeepers here. That is not a creature. Best to keep in the hand. Keep them thinking we've got something. The bird is the word, Mindstab. No birdies coming our way? Come on. What do you got against us? We'll block you. Normally this is, the atrophy style list is how they get you, or they block with their tokens. We're after doing direct damage. Courtesy of the Molten Gatekeepers and the Impact Tremors. So any creature card here is really good. Creature. That's pretty good. Do we want to do it now or later? I think we hold on. But we'll play the land. Still going to hold out. If we do hit a good spell, we're going to be able to do the Duress and that. Maybe double Gatekeeper. We'll see. It's getting close, though. We got to be careful. We sure don't need those anymore, do we? I'll throw this in front of this. We'll take 5 again. Those little bird illusions we're attacking, we'd have a lot harder choice here. All right. No lands. Took one out of the side, I believe. There's that. Okay, let us do this. That was a misplay, because now I've got... I have all my colors, but I kind of wanted the option to do both here. Do we want to Duress now, or do we want to do the thing? Let me Duress here. I can't stand Seth at MTG Goldfish. Nothing against him. It's his voice. I can't listen to more than 10 seconds of that guy. I was actually offered that job before he got it, and it just paid so little. I just couldn't fathom it. It was right around the time I started PauperGanda. When I see his reach, sometimes I regret it, but I just can't abide. Let's pay for it. If we pay for it, we could still power out another elf, still have a blocker. Coming from a broadcast background, I just can't I can't abide. Do I want to pay for it? I think I do. Sure. Okay. See what you got. Like a boomerang or something? This might be losing magic here. Counter a creature spell. All right. I guess we do that. We'll do here. Or do I want to wait? Can I wait? You text me for 3 in the air. I've got a double block fish. This will get me a creature on the ground. I think I got to just do this now. We get a dumb counter here. They're going to gain us life if they play the Birdman. All right, we really need to draw a creature next turn. All right. If we draw a creature next turn, we can double Gatekeeper, which is uncounterable. That represents 2 damage. I mean, the Mystic's going to eat one of them. We'll go from there. Tormenting Voice. Yeah, that's a good way to say it. Yeah, I was absolutely appalled at what they offered for that job. It was so much work, and I'm like, are you kidding me? That's like slave labor. And that's me already loving Pauper saying that, you know. It's just like, my goodness. Absolutely crazy. I guess I could consider a double block to get rid of a Serpent, but we've already seen Boomerang here. Wow, they're going all in. All right. Okay. All right, we're blocking that. That's 6, 7, 8, 9. Do they have a ninja? I mean, I guess this is a no-brainer block, right? Let's just do that. Double check. 3, 8. We're alive, I think. We know one of the cards in their hand. That's going to get us 3. Sonic Blast. Yeah, every time I listen to him, I think, like, is this a joke? I forget, like, a couple of years will go by, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that's why I don't listen or watch or whatever. There's the birdie. We're gaining more life. They have no cards in their hand. Oh, man, a Winding Way would be really good here. A creature. Gatekeeper's pretty good here. I attack. I can't really do too much there. Much rather have the permanent. That was double mistakes on that side of the thing. Let me bring out this dude here. There we go with that. Can I survive? It's 3 more life. If I attack with everything, the smartest block is there and there. They still take 4. 5, 6, 7. I could do with another Gatekeeper, but I could also do that next turn. Do I want to get him that nervous this early? Yeah, and then I'm dead with the crackback. Answers itself. Let's go. Sounds like a lot of work just to watch a stream there, Dreamer Stingo. I didn't mind Dan at all. whole lot of damage coming over. Yep. Okay. Maximize. We've got 5 minutes left. First block here. Next block here. That's 11, 12. That's 11. Block here. I guess we lose a creature. Let's do that. If he's got nothing, I think we have to go for it and try to win here. Nope. All right, there's more creatures. They are hellbent. Another tremor. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, if we only had an elf. Can we survive next turn? That's 8. Doesn't do anything. Again, it's 4. Let me, 3, 4, 5. I think I do this just because next turn I'm going to have to block with this, so I'm just going to do this now for the ability. I'll get 3 damage, or gain 2. Two, 4. They'd have to block these, this and that, and I'd only get 1 in if I did that, so might as well attack. Yeah, not too worried about time. We're going to be, one of us is going to be dead in the next turn. Hopefully they draw a land and we draw like a winding way. This way, I'm going to be blocking with that gatekeeper so we can bring them back with haste next turn. So we'll have 2 in the yard again. That way we were able to gain 2 life, which might be relevant with the birds there. Good grief, that's a lot of creatures. Is anything going to live? I think we have to assume we're not going to draw an elf, even though the probability is high. That's an interesting board state. Don't have a good card? Oh, come on. They get a good card? They can do stuff? Well, at least we gain some life here. Kind of a misplay, if you ask me. Who knows? Maybe they have a bounce effect, and that'll win it for them. I've lost count with match win. This is game 3. We lost, then we won, and hopefully this is where we win again. Oh, what match? I'm sorry, 4. Got 1 more after this. It's another term I always get wrong. Okay, here come the big fatties. I'll block big man. That's 11, 12, 13, 14. That's way too much. We'll block here. We'll block here. We will take 3, 8 at this stage. If I keep this back, that doesn't make too much sense, does it? Yeah, I think this is just game here. I gotta hope that we hit an elf here, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. All right. If we hit an elf, we might be able to win here. We're at 6. Alrighty. No gain life for us now. Any sort of counterspell. We've got double molten, so that's 1, 2, 3. we have enough to get there? Depends on what we draw here. A Huntmaster. Normally I would love to see that card. Not here. We'll unearth, which is uncounterable. Maybe they considered for a counter and they're wondering why it's not working. Boom, boom. Don't think we're going to get there, but it was fun. We're getting pretty close. Molten Gatekeeper. Had this been anything other than a Huntmaster as far as elves go. Check out that math, right? Get them to 1. That's pretty fun. Yeah! Oh, that was a close one. So close. Look at this. I love it. And we're at 2 mana, or 2 life left. Attack! Yeah! So like in a week, somebody will be on YouTube. You could have won if you did X, Y, and Z, but we ain't got it. Good game there, Pablo BM. Feels like we have the answers here. You know, we took those Marauding Blight-Priests out, and this feels like a matchup where it might have actually worked. Done something with him, right? He doesn't want anything dying, right? All right, let's concede. We'll go off right off to game 5. I got to use the restroom soon. Play some pickleball. Boo, boo, doo, boo, boo. All right, let's go. Create. So far, about what I expected to do. Feels like about a 2-3 outing. I really like this combo. Elves is a nice, efficient package. If stuff's not working, you still attack. Still turn things sideways. Yeah, that was a very, very fun, very close game. We're going to mulligan this. Mulligan. Come on, list. Not like this. Mulligan. All right, we got 1, and we got a growth. We'll keep. It's going to be a while for these boys. I probably favor Tremors here. Let's do that. Harder to deal with the Tremors. He could have won if he drew better. Yeah, the universal comment. All right, looks like another long match. I was kind of hoping for Mountain there because that would have meant the end of us very quickly. I'm going to lead on Abundant Growth here. We're not too worried about life gain early. I'd rather just hit a land here. This looks like some sort of Dimir. Black has plenty of ways to sweep. That's something very new. Used to be Dry Spell or Nausea were the only ways really around that stuff, unless you want Evankar's Justice, but nobody even plays that anymore. It's all about you know what. All right, we're really hosed here if we don't hit a land. Or we didn't hit a land. Yeah, Dry Spell never really saw play because people quickly realized that does damage, whereas Nausea is the negative. Back in the days of Fume Spitter and Fester Creep. Remember with the Proliferate deck, I showed you guys Fester Creep from the old school archives. Speaking of old school, I'll represent old school here. Just getting a little too itchy now. All right. Well, that sucks. Let's do... I guess this will pay the most dividends later. This is frustrating when you don't even get a good game in the initial thing here. Maybe make them think that we're just on... If this dies and they drop like a serpent here, this is the type of game, just like the game 1 of that last one, where we just ship it and we don't show them that we got access to red. He wouldn't have won. Did Babe Ruth really say that, Dreamer Stingo? That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's another serpent deck, but this time it's got black, which is even worse for us. So I don't believe technically the Tron list probably would have had our number, but since they quit, I called it as a win. So we're going to have 2 wins and probably 3 losses. It looks like I was accurate in calling that, because if a serpent shows up here, we're way too behind here. So much so I'll just quit and give it to them so that they don't see, or they just assume that we're on elves. All right, we'll concede here. L. One consistent thing, we lost every single first game. All right. Got some graveyard shenanigans we still aren't happy with. We just need to get there. They know we're on elves, so these armors are going to be key. I'm not too worried about life gaining. I'll get rid of 3 of these. I might consider Duress, but I don't want to really feed their graveyard when I don't have to. Let's do a Superstitious Shuffle. This is when I'm kind of consigned to oblivion, right? I'm just like, I just want to get out of this chair, go play some pickleball, and move on to next week. But I've been wanting to show you guys Elfburn for a while. I just like today, I change it daily. So that's why I wanted to just kind of see if playing it live would have any sort of, I get such good feedback from y'all. Sometimes people be, and Mass Vandal came out of it. I mean, I should have caught that anyway. But we'll see. We did triple mulligan last game. Looks like we're headed there again. All right, 2 lands. Good times. We've got way too many producers here. I'll cut a Fyndhorn here. Open this up. They saw elves, so they probably got the Drown in Sorrow sort of stuff. We'll keep this. We'll throw out this. Done. So glad they reprinted this artwork. All right, we'll lead off with this and this. And off we go with Ensigmatics. Here we are. Didn't think this show would go that long. Every single game. Oh, no, the Madness game, they got us. But I was going to say went to a game 3. So there's something. Yeah, I like this. Let's Winding Way. Creature. Parsher. Oh, boy, that's ugly. Oh, let's play the Ranger while we can. So we've got our colored source. Double Impact Tremors. That's brutal. That would have been so nice. That's the risk you run. Guess you could always go Commune with the Gods. Or the new Malevolent. What is it called? Oh, mine's that was called Head in your neck of the woods. The Head. It's like a decapitated elf. If I was the art director, I'd be like, what? Just coming out of a void or something? What's happening here? 1, 2, 3. We got that. We got that. We got that. This is a for sure counter. 1, 2, and the 3. Let me do this. Let me drop an elf. We'll see if we can get out the red man here. Say red, boop, boop. I'm sure I'll be dead soon. We still get the unearth trigger from it later on. Now they know what we're up to with the 2 Impact Tremors in our graveyard and the casting of the Gatekeeper. Is it worth a counter? If they have a cast down, probably not. All right, cool. It would have been nice if we could have capitalized on that, but maybe now they'll be forced to invest in the board. Okay. Oh, there's 1 removal spell. Much rather that than the Huntmaster, where the game sits right now. We really want them to tap out. Casting either the Stampede or the Huntmaster is really going to give us a little bit of life in this game. Got 3 damage a turn if they don't drop some sort of anglerfish. Good to know, Dreamer Stingo. I know what's it called? Malevolent somethings. Definite upgrade for cash grab. Except here we are. Well, now we got 2 of them, don't we? Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that happens. I'm just gonna go for it. That's right. Does it work? It works. Oh God, another Tremors. That's painful. I feel like I'm walking into, you know what? I'm going to wait on casting that. I'm just going to attack here. I think we've lost, guys. I do need my campfires. Haven't had enough mana any of these games. It always feels like I'm 1 away. Technically, we're playing like 18 with all the drums and then the 14 basics. Feels like we're playing about an 18-land list, but man, I don't know. I think moving forward, I need to focus less on elves in this and just, I mean, if they accelerate mana, fine. But I mean, that's almost where I'm at now. Got all the token generators in there and such. Do I want to just power this out? I think I do. Let me just see if Alana hits. I mean, they probably have cast down right behind it. Okay, that screams that they have some mass removal spell here. So let's bring out this. This will give us a token. Always yield. How much are they, Hominid Smart? No, I had Quarian Rangers in this build, Dreamer Stingo. All right, this still doesn't tell us too much here. All right, let's play this too. I'll do this here. Oh, not with Morph. Cancel that. Cast it, baby. Yeah, the Ranger wasn't really untapping anything worth value other than 1 mana. Then it kind of gets in the way with the abundant growth flexibility engine there. We're usually not turning anything sideways unless it's plan C. Yeah, if Quarian Ranger was in the original, then I was just like, why am I playing this? Much rather have like a Nettle Sentinel with the Birchlore or this Springleaf Drum package. I guess the overall deciding factor is to not be blinded by the word elf. Maybe I get off the Birchlore and try to have more of a flexible mana base with more. Maybe I don't lean on elves to get to the red. Not quite sure how that goes. They had some sort of a wipe effect like Sorrow or something. I'm pretty sure they would have played it by now. That's a good point. But Tremors is just so good at the other stuff. Let me do the Stampede here first. So many ways of dealing with a creature every deck has. Enchantments, probably the least amount of ways. Countered. All right. We'll do this to here. Get our mana right. We've got 1 card. We've got enough damage on the board with a life gainer here that it might not make the most sense to attack into us. Unless they have another 5/5, then it does make sense. What's that? The Cooperhof Scout. I think whenever it taps, all your other creatures untap. That's a pretty cool card with like a Convoke engine and like Night Market Lookout. I thought about going that route. Okay, you hit me for 5, I hit you for 6, and I'm up for life. What do they have? Oh, they got the life stick. Yep. Unexpected Fangs. We lose. 2-3 on the day. It's about what I anticipated. Any worse, any better, I'd be surprised. I was thinking this morning too, I was like, my current list doesn't really have a way of getting rid of something at instant speed to prevent that life link, trick where you just, like the Malevolent token, you could just get rid of the thing. Let's go red here. I'll probably be wanting to block. I'll do this. I'll bring out this dude. Bloop. What am I doing? We have lost. That's 6 a turn, and I don't really have a way of getting around that. We'll attack just for the fun of it. Get our little trigger in here. Maybe it'll eat us a counterspell. We can keep getting them back down to like generous life, but that's 6 a turn without any way to sacrifice stuff in response. We're dead. 2, 4, 6, 7 implies that we have an answer. We do in the sideboard. We just didn't bring it, did we? Yes. A sack outlet. I wish there was like a cannon fodder for things on the table. I'm sure there is. And maybe that's the other, that's the changes that need to be made. Like you run a, what do you call Viscera Seer or something, and you go find the combo. But we're going to wrap it up here, guys. My heart's just not in this list anymore right now. I wanted to give it to the public to see, it's a little bit more than just throwing in Impact Tremors into an elf list or Gatekeeper for that matter. Really trying to have a win condition that doesn't turn things sideways. But I think there's something here, but it's a few formats away or a lot more focused attention on it. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to go out with a few ads here. Thanks for joining me. I'll be back with something fresh next week. Thank you for liking, subbing, all that stuff. If you haven't, please do so. And if you know of any big tournaments anywhere in America or in the world coming up in the next 5 or 6 months, let me know, pauperganda@gmail.com, because I'm more than likely to be able to make it now because I'm not going to have a job very long. Anyway, y'all, a bit distracted, but we'll be back same time, same place next week. Pauperganda. Till then, I'm going to head out our little deck box here. Best one out there. Adios, everybody. Thanks for joining me.
Hey everybody, it's Deluxica from PauperGanda. If you want the ultimate deck box in luxury, deck engineering, and of all things toughness, the Mach 3 by LDB Duel is insanely impressive, and I'm hard to impress. Let's zoom in on here. We've got your typical backside with the dice compartment, and of course our PauperGanda sleeved cards. But what's really cool about this is the entire front comes off for when you're not playing. It comes on nice and easily, robust, thick. It's a monster.